Hey everyone, so plenty to go over. Got the opal map when I came in and been around. You might actually, there's a few opals I haven't picked up yet. The only reason why I did know is because they're coloured with the cairns, so I'll wait till I do those so I can go and collect them. You're probably wondering why have I left this here. This is glitched. So far, it's the only one I haven't found. In fact, to be honest, so far on this map, everything has kind of been really good in terms of no glitches. Well, if there has been a glitch, it's one of these. If you twist Able around, you can actually hop up, so it's not that bad. But the way this is glitched is there's a equipment chest in there, which needs 5 artifacts we can collect while wandering around the world. And Eneo, I think those typed out what the artifacts are. Face mask that you have with the Roman artifacts back in England. Essentially, the opal is stuck inside the chest, and I've tried all sorts of ways to get it. There is no way to access it, but you can see it in a way, so that's a bit unfortunate. Excuse me. So, I've been around, explored. So what I've done is I went around to these places that had these cult members in them. Well, when I say the cult, like the Druid, the cultist places, you know, which I'm assuming are just outposts, because I haven't actually gone and cleared them out per se, but I've gone and collected the chests, the equipment things. Now, I must apologize on one aspect. I was so busy wandering around places I had totally forgot which armor piece I collected from a certain location, which, let me just find. It was in Meath. I know for a fact it was okay, so so Meath, have you pronounced it? So yeah, it's this abbey here. Now, I think I could be 100% wrong here, but the only piece that I couldn't find any make any sense. In fact, let me just take that off, because that's not what I meant to do. Whoop, take that. Yes, I've been using that Isu up. It looks pretty cool, but the one piece I believe I haven't found yet is the Celtic helmet. So I got this, which it's not bad. I put all things to mythical, so I'll just quickly show you what they look like. We have, didn't we get the other? I thought we got the Celtic. Did I seriously not upgrade the Druidic braces? What the hell? Seriously? That's weird. Oh, was that the one I found at the Abbey? Maybe... I've been going through, there's so much going on my brain at the moment for content, but anyway. So these are the Celtic braces. I'll actually go around and... yes, I am actually going... I'm going through new equipment loadout, which you've probably noticed. I have, for the moment, abandoned the 200 weapons because they're just slow and unnecessary. So we'll go and do the Druidic braces, because there is something I do want to actually use instead. I will be switching to the Knights of the Round Table, just because that looks pretty cool. For the moment, so these are the Celtic, is it Celtic, I believe it is? Yeah, Celtic breeches. I know I did the Druidic breeches, which is not my cup of tea, but hey, those who like it, that's all to you, no problem. We had, oh god, where did I put them down here? So this is the Druidic cloak, which, not really my style. The Celtic cloak is what I'm using. I think that looks pretty cool. Honestly, this is the mythical one. So, and just to show you something real quick, let me go with the cloak on. I think it looks pretty cool. I really do. So that's the one with the customized character customization system. Blah, big English. I'm almost certain I got both of these two. Yes, I did. Again, this is Druidic. It's not really my style, but hey, if those who like it, fantastic. I was gonna rock this for the armor, but to be fair, I can't remember which one it was again, but there was the Dublin Champion armor. So this came Was this the one I found off of, I believe this came off the, Blood the Great? That, Drengir we took out? So I believe that's one came off there. So I upgraded this one to Mystic, wow, not mystical, mythical. Jesus. Oh, there's so much running around my brain at the moment. So yeah, it looked kind of cool. I can't remember which one I've got going. Was it the Isu? Yes, it's the Isu Night Isu armor. I thought that was pretty cool, to be honest. So I've stuck with that. So let me just show you. So these, I know I'm getting ahead of myself. So yes, now the sickle, the first sickle, as I found, it is at, where did I put this in? Yes, so that was at, which I'll show you because I'm using a double weapon technique, which sounds a bit weird, but so it's over here at Connaught, I think you call it, which is over here. So that's in Connaught. Yep, so down here, so you'll see the, once you go to the camp, you'll see it pretty obviously if you highlight it. There was another in Ulster. Oh yeah, there's that one which we got. Oh, so that's where we got the Celtic helmet from. So that's weird. To be fair, I really can't remember what happened. I know in each of the abbeys and all that I've raided, because I've raided them all. So which you've probably seen by notice, which I'll get to in a second. So each of them, I think all but one of them had a piece of equipment on them. One of them, I believe, instead had, it was either a bunch of materials or maybe it was an equipment piece. I can't exactly remember. There's been, to be fair, the last couple of days I've been trying to, because there's been E3 going on at the time of recording. It just passed. I've been so busy doing that things for recording, clearing the map while I was watching the E3 event. So yeah, it's been a bit madness on my mind. So my apologies on that. Yeah. I might have skipped a couple of things, so yeah. Now which one was this going through? So this was the, oh yeah, so the Druidic braces, which I have got. Where was that one? That was the, oh, that was at that ceremony site, wasn't it? Yes, that's right. When I say, that's just my brain's way of thinking. It's not actually what I'm saying, but it's over here. So Donegal. So that's another abbey you can raid, or monastery. Oh no, that'd be the Celtic braces. My apologies. So this is the Druidic braces, which, wow, phone, stop it. Yeah, so the one Ulster is the Celtic helmet. God, my brain is just nowhere. And then, yeah, so over in Ulster in the Abbey is where you get the Druidic braces. So that was quite interesting. So we've got the Mastery Challenge, which I'm going to attempt, but in either next video or one after, whichever way it is. So I'll have to go back to England. The only reason I'm not starting there is because there is a cutscene, apparently, I believe, as you go back there, or fast told to Ravensthorpe, which activates a cutscene which starts it, and I don't really want you to miss anything, so yeah. But one of the first things I'm going to do is and yes, that is probably you've noticed that I have clears through these trade posts. Through raiding, you can spend, it's 220 on the workhouses, on the cottages, it's 100 or 120 on the storehouse, and 70 on the supply depots. There's also a raider's tent, which, if my memory serves correct, was either 70 or 90, I do believe. Oh no, I thought it was over there. Raider tent, yeah. So I haven't got enough for everything, but I think that's just going to come from other places and missions that we can get through the pigeon coops and everything. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's basically got. Now, the one thing I am quite eager to do, and one of the first things I'm going to do, is the Overseas Training. There's actually a mission I'm thinking it is, obviously, to reach level 2, so I'll talk to Azara about that. So yeah, just so I bring you all up to speed on that one. So yeah. Oh, and I actually discovered, and oh yes, you'll probably notice something if I can get. Now have I gone and, oh, hang on a minute. doing? What am I doing? I'm not... That's... Wow, my brain is everywhere. You need to be over here. No, that's not what I meant to... Not my... Oh, for goodness sake. No. Yes. That... No. Stop. Get... Thank you. Off there. I've changed it to light brown just because I thought... Looks... I've got to change that to Knights of the Round Table. It was either going to be that or it was going to be the Isu ones. So I think I'm going to change it to the Knights. I need to do that at the customization tab anyway. I've actually gone with the... so it's the Varan's Axe, which is going into the... What is this one anyway? This is the Thunderer. It's a special action you can get, so that's the one I'm customizing, so that's pretty awesome. So I've gone with the... And oh yes, I'll use the show you the sickle in just a moment, just making sure I've got all these equipped. Excellent, so... Yep. So much my brain's thinking about right now. Okay, so the sickle. It is the ceremonial sickle. I'll show you if this thing actually let me. This is what came to me at Superior, so I've upgraded that to Mythical, and I'm dual wielding that with the Varan's Axe. Believe it or not, I actually think this combo, for me personally, is better when fighting. I've been using it quite a lot. It's faster, more agile, easier to move around, and yeah, it's a pretty cool combo with these two, for me anyway. So I did try with the double sword. It didn't quite work out. It was quite slow with the thrusting action with the sword. This was just easier for me, so I'll be rocking this for quite a while. So yeah, I'm using the light brown hair just for Ava. I thought that was just time for a bit of a new look, and I've decided to go with these for the Isu Armors pack. Now, I had no idea. Now, it's easier if I actually try and get this on an angle you'll see better. So if you can see next to the the viewpoint there on the right hand side on the top there, you'll notice a little page, like what looks like a parchment page. So I went over here thinking, why is it? Because I actually showed up when I came into the game, and apparently I didn't know this at all, but these are Abel's quarters. I had no idea. I didn't expect us to have quarters here. I mean, you won't assume, but I had no idea. There was no beacon saying this is her quarters and all that. I'm like, oh, okay. So that was quite interesting. So I haven't touched this or read the letter because I wanted to wait for you lot, because I was just like, wait, what? Avil has lodgings here? I mean, you'd expect, but I thought it was like up at the long. I think Russell was over here. So anyway, that was interesting. Lertham Hytham, okay. Eivor, I hope your journey has been pleasant. Azar makes Ireland sound so alluring. I trust you're making the most of it. Azar can be rather blunt, but it was clear you two would get along immediately. She has always stood by her word. All is well in Ravensthorpe. I look forward to your return, Hytham. That's good to hear. Keep an eye on the place. Thank you very much, Hytham. Now, one thing we will do, if I can remember where the... I'll just quickly do the customization thing over here.
Sure, it's a...
Yes, hello to you too. Change of peer. La 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 la. Which one was Knights? Oh, bugger. That's... Oh, oh, I've just done the wrong way round. Oh, stupid me. Oh god, that's how completely with it my brain is, which is not. Fantastic.
Oh.
Thank you. Where is...
Ready for battle?
Okay. Right. So Tarazar, this is a mission, so let's do this.
Ah, Eivor, a welcome vision for my eye. Illuminated Gospels have arrived from Listero, thanks to the new trade post you claimed. I'm impressed. You doubted me? I meant the manuscripts. The crafting is magnificent.
Awesome. let's just remind ourselves, why not?
Tell me about what you do here.
I trade our trade post resources. Foreign lands can provide us with rare, exotic goods.
So, I believe the limit is like 10,000 resources in inventory for these luxuries and everything, because I'm well over the 1,000. So, I believe that's what it is. I was a bit worried it would be stuck limited to 1,000, but I think it's more like 10,000, which is pretty cool. I mean, it might be 5, but you know what I mean, so...
New contracts, new riches.
Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh. Oh, so this is how we get supplies. Iberian armor. Be interesting. Trade supplies, double renown. Cool. Yes, we'll do that. Okay. I kind of wish those armor wouldn't actually be superior. I wish it'd be flawless or even mythical. Just saying. Rock scheme. Okay. More trade posts. Lovely. Yes, we got. You can even see on the left hand side just how much I've got. I can just. Okay. First Emir of Cordobas was driven from the east when the Abbasids killed his family and crushed. Sorry, I should have read those things. I didn't. I was paying more attention to the rewards from the Caliphate. Shut-in bred distrust requires a long, generous courtship. Iberian, cool, excellent. Nice. I must admit, it does help that one, what do you call it? When I was doing the original with the pigeon coops and everything, I went and actually did a whole bunch of those missions. God's sake, I'm combining words now. Missions, and got some of those rewards and everything. And in the meanwhile, what's been happening is that because I've gone through and because I've actually gone and liberated those places, I've actually gone. Like, it's actually started delivering the goods rather quickly, so... Because it's per minute and everything, which I haven't quite worked out whether it's literal or not, but yeah, it's done a pretty good job. It just shows how you know, I've done a good couple of hours just exploring and going out to opals and everything. That's what it shows. Okay, rock. Whole scheme, cool. Over 3. Dover's capital must be seen with one's own eyes to be believed. Its field could fill a dozen Dublins. Many mouths to be fed, many purses to be bled. Umayyad Stele scheme? Just guessing there. Awesome. This is the rock scheme. Cool. Oh, I meant to read that. Whoops. The Emir's father, Abd al-Rahman II, I'm sorry, I'm butchering that probably, ruled with a much harder grip, but it was he who first offered trade to Dublin. A family tradition I maintain. Good to hear. Iberian helmet, okay. Increase attack after dodge, additional increase to melee damage and evasion. Not bad. The Emirate of Cordoba is home to some of the longest and most enduring Roman bridges. There was an empire that there was an empire that understood the needs of trade. Okay. Rocks, can you figure out? Okay. Some more, excellent. Despite its troubled landscape, Cordoba is becoming a great center of learning. The wisdom of all is welcome. Preferable on paper, so our monks will be kept busy. Certainly would be. Iberian breaches. Okay. Now, I haven't checked, but apparently there's supposed to be some new skills in. There's also apparently supposed to be a refresh on the river raids, apparently, and even apparently some coming to Dublin as well, or at least in Ireland anyway. There's also apparently a new armor set over at Vian, how do you say it? That guy who introduced us to the river raids. So apparently there's a new armor set. We have to go and get materials and all that. So yeah, lots to go and do there. Doctel scheme, okay. The Emir is sending his army against his rebels, but one can't defeat descent by blade alone. Keep your people dying and distracted, or it will spread like wildfire. Agreed. This is Iberian Cloak, okay. There was always been trouble in Toledo, and once again it's boiled over. We must make what profit we can, while the Emir, I hope I'm saying that right, probably not, can still afford the shipment. Okay. His indulgence. The uprising has been put down and trade again flows freely. The Emir will want to celebrate this victory and provide the favors. Okay. Siege. Okay, so it's a dagger, Iberian dagger. Okay, this should be interesting.
Perhaps that's enough. Care to
Oh! And a fashion. This is an open contract for Cordova. This meager crop leaves them in a continuous clothing crisis. Fortunately, their silver mines are deep. Excellent. Sure.
Enough for today?
If you're gonna keep giving us fashion, I might as well get this. Only 40 silver. I'm actually surprised by that. I mean, I've got plenty of it, so I might as well just use it. I'm a little surprised it's only 40. But whatever. Every little bit extra treasure, I guess.
We'll close the books on that. Always a pleasure.
We must have seriously bumped up the renown. Dublin. 1, 2. Only 2. I thought I might have got to put up to 3. Egypt. Okay. Champion braces. Okay, cool. Very nice. I should have just waited till then and gone through that way, shouldn't I? That was a bit silly of me. Actually, having said that, let's just do this a different way. I keep forgetting where everything is. Like that, I'm so used to the ones in England where you know everything. Most of the time, know where everything is. In here, I'm just like, because red is over there, it's all over here. It'll have to be in a certain range to see. And it's like, oh god, everything. It's just, oh dear, bit of a muddle. Alright, let's enhance it.
What I can do for you this fine day?
Plenty of enhancing, actually. Thank you.
What have you got for...
Right. Give me a moment while I flounder my way through all this. Is that... No, that's a longsword. Where's the... oh, here, the other beer now. Cool. Okay. The deck actually looks pretty cool. What I've seen, from what I can see of it. Okay, where are you? The Iberian. Cool. Interesting. We'll have a look at all that. I'll put on the armor and everything, so we're gonna have a look at that a bit more closely. Let's just no, not the shields. Well, God, where is it? I've already figured what it looks like. That doesn't help, does it? Actually, we need to get through the champion brace. In fact, why not just do that? Okay, not bad. Wish there was a way I could sort in between, like go to each section. That would be really useful, but instead there's a hell of a lot of scrolling. Never mind. That would be rather useful if you could do it the other way, you know, actually, you know, sort by what particular set you're looking for. Or, you know what I mean, what category, whether it's the axe or the flail, you know what I mean, that sort of thing. I really wish that was the way you could do it, but Unfortunately, it seems at this stage you can't, which is a bit of a shame, to be honest. There's been barely any alteration to that. Like maybe a few silver studs put on there. Like what the hell? Like what was the point of even having it there? If you're just like, ah, no, we'll just put a couple of little bits here and there. It's like, really? That's it? Like spiff it up a bit. What? I'm sorry. What? What they changed and they just brightened the damn thing? It looks like they've done practically nothing. Okay. Maybe it's just my eyes, but it looks like all they've done is brighten the material, put some silver studs in, and called it mythical. That's literally how it looks to me. I'm like, what? How the hell is that mythical? We'll have to have a close look at that, but I just find that really strange. Oh dear. Okay, well let's get the druidic helm upgraded. Well, I suppose they've got to put the horns on. Very important for the druidic. Absolutely essential. I was trying not to sound sarcastic there. Probably came on more so like that, but all I mean is I would expect a bit more. Oh, the feathers. There's a bit more, you know, flashiness to it. I don't know. I suppose there's no real need in those days for those sorts of things, is it? All flash. It's more like the feathers very out in the wild, you know, just have the horns, you know, very animalistic's not really the right word, but you know what I mean. It's very much, you know, they use what they gather from the land, so to speak. So, which in that case would make a lot of sense. Okay, so just added some gold designs. Okay. It's one of those things that come like when it's so subtle. It's like, what have you changed? I mean, I sort of expect a bit more drastic change. You know, like some of these, like with the Thors, you know, the St. George's with the Raven, all this sort of thing. Like, there's actually some fairly drastic change that goes on there. It's like these are just like, what have you changed? Have they just coloured the turban? I assume it's a turban. Blue. Alright, okay. If that's Bill's cup of tea, fair enough. I just find it hilarious that this looks like they've done bugger all, but that's just my opinion. Actually, that looks like quite a cool. I swear they've done bugger all in that cloak. This must be one of the most subtly upgraded equipment loadouts I've ever seen in this game. Like seriously, for God's sake. To be fair, I like the design. That looks pretty cool. But seriously, have they done anything to it like at the front? I don't know. I mean, I've got plenty of the ingots, so it's not like I have to think, oh, should I? Don't. I'm just like, screw it, just do it. You know what I mean? I just find it unbelievable. What was this one? Berserker. Oh. All it does, it has this. Okay. Oh, one of the most least customized, improved gear sets or equipment sets through customization I've ever seen in the game. Like, it's just, it's one of those things. It's almost like you have to have a magnifying glass saying, "Now, what have you improved? Oh, yeah, there's some lines over here. Nope. A bit of etching there." Hey, like I said, I'm just stating my observation here. I think it's just when you compare it to other sets that, you know, have gone through like a fairly drastic alteration, you look at these things, it's like, what's the point in upgrading if you did almost nothing? I mean, I'm sure if you got the gear in real life and you upgraded, it would probably be extremely obvious. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm just in the game, just from the way you look at it, it's just like, really, really. I'm sorry. That's just... Oh, it's like me
Done for
wondering.
now, is it?
I have to go.
Apparently, that's some graded set. Don't even know. Anyway, I'll show it off for the sake of it. Oh, sorry, I just find it hilarious when they do that. So, like, yeah, no, we'll just do it like this. Have you done anything to it? Don't know. It's like, oh, right, okay. Okay. The hell was this all about? Oh, yes, the Sikhs. Actually, that looks pretty cool, actually, that does, I must admit. Let's go Druidic. If you like it, you like it. That's all there is to say about it, to be honest. Where are you? Now that actually, I'll show that. Actually, I'll do that afterwards. I'll do the Iberian set fully, just so you get a good look at it. Wait, did I not upgrade? Seriously? Oh wow. My bad. There's a very blue theme about it, isn't there? I mean, my favorite color is blue, but I mean, that's...
I would like to...
I know, you'd think, oh yeah, that must be absolutely fantastic for you. Sometimes it can be a little too much color of one, there can be a little too much of one specific color sometimes, Yeah, that's just me. Okay, how did I not upgrade this? Huh. Oh, the continuous ill grasp of what the hell I've modified is continuing for me. I can't see what they've done, if anything.
I'll see you later.
Oh dear, I don't know. For what it's worth, the cloak and all that look actually pretty cool. I gotta give them that. So, let me whack this cloak on. The blue's actually not... Oh, hang on, there's a bit of... Oh, is that like the wear and tear intentional, I assume? Silver's actually not... It's not too bad if you don't mind the colour. Okay. So, I mean... It's like... In terms of design, it's actually not that bad. At least I don't think so. It's one of those things that, if you don't mind the colour blue and, you like the very almost exotic type of outfit, then yeah, you'd probably like this quite a lot, to be honest. Actually, let me just do this different. Oh, perfect. Beautifully done. Now, actually, that is a cool looking dagger. I'm serious at that. Why does that look so if any of you, I've watched some videos of Borderlands, and I don't know if you would agree with me on this. That the grip on this, like the style texture in terms of its appearance, it gives me such Borderland vibes. The appearance of it, like the blade itself, I mean, sure. That grip, it looks so... The style of the art looks so Borderlands. Like, I don't know. I don't know if you agree on that. From what I've seen of the game of Borderlands, I actually have the game, but I've never played it. But it just gives me those vibes of like, okay, I mean, that looks really cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm just a bit taken aback. But that is actually quite a cool looking dagger. So if I was going to use a dagger and customize it, hell yes, I'd go for this one. Absolutely. Now, what was the 10% critical chance after a dodge? Okay, that's actually not too bad. That's actually pretty good, as far as I'm concerned. Now, I'll go with the sickle anyway, just for the moment. Okay. Let's go. We should. In fact, let me just see what... Grab what there is in here. Why not? Luxuries, cool. Text, excellent.
Ah, my business partner.
Azar, I am curious to know how you came to Ireland.
It is not an altogether happy story. I was once the most powerful trader in Shiraz.
Really?
Then I was betrayed
Shit.
Oh, that is hard fortune.
by my partner.
Wow.
Well, still, a knife to the back is a wound that never heals.
Konstantinos was a friend of my father's. One whose greed devoured my family and empire. But now I am here, where I am surrounded by new friends.
Well, that's good to
We
hear.
are pleased you found us.
Yeah. Wow. I'm actually glad they gave us a little bit of background there. That's really cool. I actually wanted to learn about that, so...
Many kingdoms desire to trade.
Okay, studious... the studious sovereign. A new power rises in Egypt as Ahmad Abin Tulun, I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names, I'm trying my best, shakes off the shackles of the Caliphate. We do not take sides, simply supply demand. I have heard this is about that that civil war I think happened in Egypt. Maybe I'm wrong, or there was no, because it was the Caliphates that controlled it. I think it might have been, yeah, there might have been a civil war, because that would have been for like the medieval Egypt, like because they had like there was a period where they had like ancient Egypt and all that, and they had from what my memory goes through anyway. Then they sort of died out a bit. Then there was that would have been the power of the caliphates. Not quite sure you pronounce it. Then yeah, I think it was like a civil war or something that could like internal, like really big ones. So yeah, wow, that's actually pretty cool. Egyptian armor, okay. Sure. Okay. Al-Qatari has grown from military camp to Egypt's new capital through the will of Ahmad Abin Tulun and with help from his suppliers. Okay. So Egyptian scheme, fair enough. I'd be curious to see how much it takes to go to the next renowned. I think actually, I'll just want to do is just to see.
Very well. Another time.
Ooh, one more and I should be over. I just want to see how far it.
Why hello, Eivor. Athlone has begun to send us excellent ale. From experience, I can tell you this is dangerous cargo.
I've never seen a shipment of ale reach its destination without losing a barrel or two.
My crew knows the cost of hitting the stocks. Everything will ship and we shall reap riches. With ale to celebrate.
Great to hear. Her crew seem to be battle-hardened and have extremely good knowledge. That's great to hear. That's one thing in those days where if you had a crew which understood what type of cargo, how necessary it was, if they were experienced enough and skilled enough, then they would be their own level of threat on the seas, and people, you just don't mess with them, you know? Which, I assume that's all like privateers or buccaneers or whatever or their equivalent anyway, I'd assume. You know, people who know how to defend their cargo really, really well. I think if that's the case, that'd be pretty damn cool. I'm just saying, I think so. Okay, the Caliphal, I probably should. Officials thought Abin Tulun would accept their bribes along with the title of governor. Instead, he turned them away and took the name Emir. Oh, okay. Egyptian braces, right? Cool. I think this might be. I suppose I can go through the next level. It doesn't really matter. So this one. Bunch of trade supplies, nice. Egyptian torso, okay. Studious sovereign. When Egypt broke from the Caliphate, Samara closed down trade, opening new opportunities for us. Fair enough. I suppose when one door closes, another door opens, as they say. It's cool. Anubis statue. That should be interesting. Tulun wants his new capital, Al-Qatari. to rival Alexandria as the center of knowledge and surpass Samara as a seat of power. Dear. It's really interesting reading these sorts of things, I think. Egyptian helmet, okay. To cover. An army is an impressive sight. A city of soldiers like Al-Qataril. I assume that's Qatari. I'm probably. If someone really knows how I'm supposed to pronounce that, please do let me know in the comments. I'd be really curious. I'm doing my best here. Even more, like Qatari, even more. But without uniforms, they're just like a mob. I totally agree with that one. As unfortunate as it is, it's totally true.
Perhaps that's enough.
I want to see if I go to the next renown level, so I'll probably get something. Yep. Certainly will. The Rus? The who? I've genuinely never ever heard of them. No, seriously, in all seriousness, I've never heard of that name. Wow. Okay. Okay. Interesting.
Ah, a visit from my good friend.
Azar. We are good friends now.
Ah, let me guess. You wonder how I lost my eye?
I'm curious,
Such
yes.
a loss is a badge of honor among the Norse.
Not
True.
for me. I told you of my partner, Konstantinos. Betrayal was not enough for him.
Shit.
In his fury to take all I had, his men beat me, left me for dead. They slew my family.
Shit.
I survived, but not in one piece.
I'm sorry. I did not mean to bring up a painful past.
You are my friend. It is best you know.
Oh, thanks for telling us. Wow. Sorry to hear.
New contracts?
Okay, just want to make sure I'm doing the Egyptian ones, just so we can go through that style. If you lead an army into battle, they are well armed. If you invite them into your home, be sure they are well fed. Very true. Egyptian scheme. Formal feast. Some fear Tulun's spies more than his soldiers. Such scrutiny doesn't concern me. They'll only find free and fair trade. I don't know why I wasn't seeing that one. Egyptian breaches, cool. Okay. When Tulun conquered Egypt, he didn't need an army. The Caliphate court gave him the weapons he needed. Wow. The arms? Cool. And cool. Egyptian cloak. As a slave, Amun Tulun learned the power of silver. As a soldier, the value of steel. Now the court introduced him to the trappings of wealth. Sounds about right. What's this one? This. Okay. Great sword. Okay, that'll be interesting. Okay. I don't know if Al-Qatari will outshine the Caliphate, but it has stolen some of its light. Doesn't surprise me at all. Cool. Sword. I'll do all that next time I can come back to it, because there's other stuff I want to do in the meantime. But yeah, this was just to get the ball rolling, as it were.
Enough for today?
Oh, so there are skills. I was wondering about that.
I look forward.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Wow. Okay, so let's have a look at this for a second. So there are supposed to be new skills. So what? Alright. Right. So... Mounted Archer. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. Okay, Mounted Archer, that seems pretty cool. That actually has been something I've been wanting, but let me see what the others are. Raven Salute. To be fair, you got this. There's one or two of these, excuse me, which I don't always find great. Unstoppable, uncommon behavior, sprint becomes unblockable and knocks enemies to the back, cost of stamina. Probably not. If I'm honest, probably not. Loot food, okay, what's this one? Shield master. Evil rotates automatically to block incoming strikes by holding up the Oh, okay. Cool, yes please. Absolutely. That unstoppable? Not so sure about, to be honest. Evil can use the about Bobo's. Sure, definitely. Absolutely take that. Alright, cool. Excellent. So what we'll be able to actually do is go and up trade, but we'll do that next time. So, because next video I'm going back to England, we're going to have an attempt at the mastery challenges, which should be rather challenging, I think. So that would be quite interesting. So I want to dedicate a couple of videos to that. At least give them a shot, because there is a weapon we can get, an axe called Scatty or Skady's Blade, which apparently has been talked about for so long, and apparently there's a Ubisoft challenge, a Ubisoft Connect challenge, which if we actually play the mastery mode, that we can unlock it, which will be pretty awesome, because then I can go and get that. So yeah, we'll end this here, and I'll see you next time. We'll be just on our way back to England or to Ravensthorpe and get that started. So yeah, when I've done that and coming back to Dublin, I'll make sure that I'll go in between those. If I don't at the time, I'll go and upgrade all the stuff and show you what the armor and set pieces are for the upgraded. So yeah. Anyway, catch you next time.